It's not often on Game On that we have the opportunity of having footballing royalty, but today I'm joined with Kanu, legendary Arsenal footballer, and we're going to talk a little bit about why you're here. First of all, sir, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Tell me, sir. You've come now here to talk about grassroots football and to come out to these kids. You've got your own organization. Um, Give us a little insight as to what this means to you as a footballer giving back.
It means a lot, especially we, the former players. A lot of people look up to us, and we don't want to disappoint them. We have to, of course, go to the society, the communities, and impart on the young ones growing. Because when we are little, of course, we look up to someone, and when somebody you are looking up to comes to you, I mean, the tendency that you have to listen very carefully, you want to do what he's saying is there. So, and that's why right now we have to make our time and sacrifice and try to go around and make sure that we part on the young ones growing.
Do you think, in terms of Africa and where we're standing at, how important is having life skills like this and development programs like this in areas like this and also in your home country?
It's very, very important because if you don't teach them, they will not learn and they will not know. So the more you create the awareness, the more you tell them what is good and bad is very important. You don't have to blame a kid where you don't teach him what is good. And whatever he ends up, it's not the kid's fault, it's your fault. So when you have programs like this, of course, it's very, very important for any society, any community. So, and that's why I love to be part of it. And that's why I'm appreciating the ones doing it. Especially Berkeley, that is trying to develop the life skills on and support them and invest on them, so which is important. So for them to do that and for the community to accept it is wonderful, and then we can have a better society.
You alluded to earlier on with the kids that this is all about life skills and never let anyone tell you who you're going to be. I found that quite a powerful thing to mention. Is that been something that you've stood by from a childhood? You talked about your heart condition. Um, has that been something that you've always stood by?
Yeah, because if you're a kid and you have to believe. So that the word believe is very, very strong. You have to have faith. You have to believe. If I come to you and I say to you, you're a good footballer or you are hardworking, you appreciate that. People tend to listen when you applaud them on whatever they did. So if a kid, and you have to let the kid know that whatever is said to him, he needs to hold on it and believe that he is. Because if I say I'm the best footballer in the world and I work hard towards it, I will be the best footballer. So if you are young and then you say something or somebody says something to you that is positive, you have to hold on that and make sure that you work towards that.
Now, it's not often here in Game On that we actually have footballing legends. So I can't let you go without asking you about what your thoughts are on obviously Nigeria and the current crop of players that you have going into the World Cup.
We have a good team now, and we have a good coach, Big Boss Keshi. As I'm saying to you now, we are all ready for it. And being the African champions put a lot of pressure on us, but it's good because we're going to go out there to prove people that yes, we are African champions and we're representing Africa. But all said and done, it's going to be not going to be easy. The players are going to work very hard, and I trust on our coaches because they know what it takes. They have been there, so they are pushing them to the limit to make sure that we go there without coming back with any excuse.
What's our chances as a continent? What's our chances in Brazil?
Yeah, for me, I think Brazil will be um, the World Cup that will break the G's, and I believe one African country is going to be in the semifinals.
I have to also ask you this. You here for obviously the PSL awards. Having someone as yourself now handing out this award, what does this mean obviously to African football and specifically more the PSL and you?
It means a lot because it's the Players Player Award. First of all, we have to thank ABSA, Premiership, and ABSA and Barclay for putting up something like that to develop players and develop coaches, and also invest in in the life skill in the communities. And then coming to the award, of course, it's something important that the players themselves have to vote. So this is not like a team is voting or this coach is the players. And with the players, if you ask me who is going to be the player, I will say Kano because I want, I want to be the best player. But for players to come out and say this is the best player, it means that the player have to have respect, discipline. Of course, the service that is given the club have to be monthly. So, and it's going to be hard working. It's going to be a player that when they need him, he turns up and change games for them. He's going to score goals. He's going to carry the whole team. And when he's not there, you feel the impact. And of course, football is all about goals.
I have to say it's going to be very, very difficult for whoever that young player is getting an award from someone like like yourself.
No, no, I think it's a special thing because if I'm going to give the award, it means that I accepted the person and I appreciate what the person have done, and that's why I'm coming to give the award.
Prior to Africa hosting the 2010 World Cup, there was a lot of issues with regards to, are we going to be ready here in Africa? And Africa pulled it off. Your thoughts on Brazil and all that is going on there, hoping that the tournament will go ahead?
Definitely, the tournament is going to go ahead. It's World Cup, and it's not anyhow tournament. It's every 4 years. Brazil is up for it, and I believe before the tournament starts, everything is ready, everything is intact, and whoever is going to be there is going to enjoy it because this is the biggest tournament. This is World Cup. I want to be there. Everybody wants to be there.
Anyone you're picking to win?
I can tell you the semi-finals: Brazil, Germany, Spain, and one of the African team.
Well, there you have it here at Game On. We're going to hold Kanu to his predictions. Back to the studio.